With Star Nanotech, and I personally want to thank you if you've gotten one of our bottles for being an early adopter. It's either going to be a clear bottle, have a star on it, or look a lot like this. Many of you have been asking me, how do I put this lube on? It's not like a lot of the other lubes where you're just kind of squeezing it on and letting it go. You're going to lose a lot less than what you're currently used to using. So we're going to walk you through the process right now. First of all, you might notice a little bit of a residue on the bottom, and that's because the particles have settled. That's okay. We want to shake it up really well, maybe 5 to 10 seconds. After we've done that, we want to actually cycle some of the lube through the pipette just to make sure we've got a nice mixture in there. And then, this is the really important part. For the very first application, to a clean chain might I add, we only want to fill really half the pipette. And if you'll notice, I accidentally filled full of it, so I want to maybe squeeze a little bit out there. That's great. So starting with that half a pipette, we will actually get the chain going here. And without actually just squirting it on there, I actually want to touch the tip of this guy to the chain as it's spinning. And what that's going to do, that's going to allow me not to really squeeze the ball, but just gently press it so that the lube is being pulled out by its own tension, and therefore you might actually get 2 revolutions of the whole chain for just a half a pipette, just to be clear on that. So if you're getting maybe 1 or half a revolution of the chain and using it all, you're probably squeezing too hard. Once we've sufficiently coated that, we want to kind of run it through all the gears, and I can let you imagine what that looks like. You can also just go ride it around for a short bit. Once you've done that, you want to wipe it off like any other chain. Important part here, and what I found this actually helps make a little bit of a difference, is that when you wipe the chain on top of the rollers the first time, take it, and even with that dirty part, the stuff with the oil, try to actually use that on the side of the links. And what that's going to do, that's actually take those little nanoparticles, the ones that haven't sunk in or bonded to the metal, and actually apply them to the outside of the chain as well. From here, you should only really need another application after 200 to 300 miles, we're finding, and even then, at that point, you're only going to use half as much as you used the first time. So like a quarter of the pipette. After that, man, we've got people going up to about 1,000 miles, over 1,000 miles easily through sand, mud, dirt, water. Cases I've heard people using 2 full pipettes worth, and that's quite a bit compared to what you just saw me use right there. So once again, I really appreciate you guys giving us a shot, and I hope you're really enjoying the ride as much as we are and everybody else is that we've heard from. And have a good day. Thank you.